Alright, welcome back to University of Houston versus University of Texas at San Antonio CSL games here at the Lone Star Clash Gauntlet of Champions. We have game number 2 coming in here between Rico and PZSniXSniPe. We have SniXSniPe spawning in the top position here on MLG Antigua Shipyards as the pink Terran. It's a very manly color he loves to rock. And Rico spawning as the Protoss in the southern position as the green color. He was teal a minute ago, had to rejoin working on some sound issues. He's back, and now he's green. I don't know if that's better or worse than teal. Guess it's better. Green's pretty awesome. Anyway, game 1 went to University of Texas at San Antonio. So great play by them. Silent CF took out Heaven's Light in a TVZ that was a pretty sweet game. Went on for quite a while. Ended up being 3-3 Marine drops, just picking off everything. Yeah, it's MLG, so it's cross-spawn only. Rico asking, SniXSniPe confirming. Very nice manners there out of Snix. Good man, telling your opponent where to scout. I have a feeling it's going to come back to bite him when this SCV gets harassed by little probe shocks, but you know, manners are important. Nothing really going on here at Rico's base. He's about to drop his gateway at 13. Maybe. He's thinking about it. Yep, okay, there you go. Gateway at 13. Simulator should be coming up here in just a second. Boost going down. Snix pulling the SCV that was being damaged off and replacing it with a new SCV, it looks like. Or maybe it got one shock on it and then decided to fight. Cycling those SCVs, very nicely done there by Snix. At the same time, Rico doing a really good job of trying to back away whenever his shields get low. Looks like he's going to just patrol on out, maybe head on home. Supply depot thinking about being dropped there. I guess it's being dropped by this SCV that's finishing up. So if he's not careful, Rico can run in and see that this is looking like a gasless expand. He didn't see gas before. He's probably assuming a gasless expand, but as he did not scoot back in there at the last moment, he's not quite sure. Cybernetics core going down. If he reads this as a gasless expand, which he should at this point, he should probably just one gate expand. But we'll have to see. Snix driving off of that. Poor little probe, sending him on home. Bye-bye, probe. And it looks like an SCV is going to go on across the map and see what scouting he can get done. Snix very confident, starting his command center on the low ground. Marines here to defend, and if there's not really heavy stalker aggression, you should probably be okay. More Raxes will probably be dropped soon here for Snix. Meantime, we have that Cybernetics core just finishing up. Stalker being boosted out. I don't think there's a Zealot on the field. Nope, no Zealot. So just starting right with a Stalker. More pylons. Looks like he wants to wall in his gateway with pylons. Interesting choice. And we have Snix scooting around that little bottom edge right there. Saying, what's up? Okay, well, this looks normal. Nothing to see here. I'm going to try and get out of here before the Stalker kills me. And that's probably not going to work. Yep, down he goes. Poor SCV. His life for the Dominion. He goes down. And a bunker being dropped over here by Snix, who has the awesome, I don't know if you can see it very well, right down top of that bunker. That is the random 500 team wins icon, which is awesome. I want one. I'm gonna let a few off. Anyway, random, and this is the Protoss 1000 wins, I think, icon for 1v1. So Rico's played a lot of Protoss. Looks like we have a 2-gate robo. It's interesting he hasn't dropped an expansion. Snix being really active on the map with this SCV, scouting on looking for proxy pylons, proxy gateways, anything crazy like that. This Stalker moves up, sees a bunch of Marines, but that's it. Doesn't really give you that much information. That can really be anything. Snix is really keeping him in the dark here, doing a really good job. For all he knows, there could be very easily a 1-1-1, you know, really heavy push coming, but he has no idea. He just sees a few Marines. Good stutter step there, but really active, not on attack move there out of that Stalker. If it had been, it maybe would have died actually. So very good call there in his scouting. We've now transitioned into straight 4 Raxes, nothing on them. So just a massive amount of Marines, which leads me to believe it's going to be a timing to deal damage to the second, or maybe the third if it's coming up fast. And Rico pins that SCV, trying to get up the ramp, and kills it off. Stalker's coming home, still no Zealots out on the field. And it looks like expansion just now starting up for Rico. He's determined, well, I haven't seen anything using gas, so it's probably going to be Banshee, if anything, and I will be easily defending against that because I have a Robo and an Observer heading across the field. Snake's scouting around right now. Looks like he's moving those Marines very nicely. Looks like he almost had the star sense to pick off that Observer, but not quite. Observer deploying on the top of his ramp. Moving forward, seeing, confirming that that expansion is up, knowing, oh, okay, that's good. It's good in the sense that there's not a 1-1-1. It's bad in the sense that he's really far behind. Snick's seeing the outline of that, and does get picked off there by the missile turret and these Marines. Now after that patrols away, he decides to drop a factory. Did not actually see that back tech lab, I don't think. Oh no, he did. He saw the back tech lab, so he knows Stim's already on its way. All that good stuff. Factory coming along. Third gas being taken. Bunkers being dropped. Interesting, triangle position here out of these bunkers, though. Very interesting, actually. 2 layers of bunkers. I don't think I've seen it quite staggered like that. Meantime, back at home, Rico's moving into 4 gate, 1 Robo. Looks like he's going with a really Sentry Mortal heavy build. He needs to probably take some more gases to keep up that production off of 4 gates. Chrono's already at 100. He's not using any of it. It's not boosting anything currently. Should probably be boosting his probes. He's 3 behind and he doesn't have mules, so pretty scary there for him. Pretty much saturated here at his main. Snick's moving into a starport. He's going to have reactored medvacs here in just a minute. Stim almost done. Combat shields and Stim are going to finish pretty much at the exact same time. 30 seconds left on that. 30 seconds left on that. Yep, pretty much exact same time. Snick's sacking the 2 back bunkers and moving forward just a little bit to drop it. And this is Collegiate Star League playing. Some of these players, this is a Grandmaster actually. PZSniXSniPe is a Grandmaster on the North American server for stream because they were talking. And I think the other player is Master League. So, not amateurs, but I guess compared to the pros they are. PZSniXSniPe is actually the brother, so he had a good practice partner with Complexity's Trimaster, who used to play for University of Houston but has since joined Complexity and moved to Korea. So pretty awesome gaming genetics over there in that family. And like I said, Snick's got Grandmaster this month, so good for him. Really great player. Looks like he has his scouting factory out in the middle of the field. Still scouting over here with a Marine in case there's any type of warp prism play. Very nicely done, very active. Snick's really keeping an eye on his side of the map. Looks like we have a pretty decent sized push coming here out of Snick's, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to break up that ramp with those sentries. That's just a lot of sentries, and with no ghosts to knock off the energy, I'm not sure he's going to be able to do anything. We have another gateway. Colossus just started. The Colossus range has not started being upgraded yet. And that tech was really delayed because there were so many sentries. 5 sentries is a pretty good amount versus a Terran, especially with 3 Immortals on top of that. But it really lets you segment and defend really well, so that's why he's doing that. And he's moving 2 drops around to the back. I'm not sure if those are actually seen. I think they were. These Stalkers are getting in position. Snick needs to be really careful right now. And takes the fire. Oh, 1 full medvac goes down. Big loss there for Snicks, but the other one does get away, and he is ahead economically. He's pulling in just a little bit more resources, and has been doing so for longer. He has 1-0 currently. He's getting 2-1, starting his 3rd, and Rico has moved into his first Colossus, getting Colossus range, dropping more, some forges. He's going to start up his upgrades. He didn't have any yet. Snake's scouting around, seeing what's going on, sees that the Colossus tech is on its way. Sees that it is not yet done though, the range, and sees a few gateways. He's going to see these forges just starting up if he heads just a little bit north. Oh, you're going to see the forges starting? Nope, doesn't see the forges starting. And it's going to burn down, it looks like, down south over there. Marines patrolling around the middle of the map, I guess just waiting for warp prisms to casually fly over so they can blast them from the sky. Moving into double Viking production here, double starport Viking production here. SniX is going to be well prepared for these Colossus. Probably be picking up ghosts. Yeah, there we go. Mobius reactor being researched, so he was ahead of me on that because he's Grandmaster and awesome. Already started his Ghost Academy, finished it, and is now starting the Mobius reactor, which is of course the energy upgrade. And Rico doing a good job with his obs. He's keeping it out in the middle of the map, following this army pretty well. I believe this is one that was over here waiting for drops, so nicely done there by him. Moving out in full force to destroy that Marine. No, you will not prevent this from going down, that Colossus says. He gets ripped apart, and the third is starting up for Rico. He is behind though. SniX has already landed his orbital command morphed command center. Yeah, that was a weird sentence. And starting up supply depots up here at the top of the hill. Now those supply depots are there because Zealots will actually charge those if those are the closest thing on a move, which wastes their charge, which allocates damage to those. So it's actually really great to build supply depots in areas like that because it keeps your Marines alive a little bit longer. And we had, I think, an observer moving up. A little bit of an engagement right here. I don't think SniX wants to engage quite yet. Looks like he's going to try and wait for some more Vikings. Good splitting going on there by SniX, getting a good concave, but lots of force fields going out, pushing all that back. Stalker's a little bit too far forward. Sentry's getting picked off. There's only 2 sentries left, and these Vikings are going to come up. I think SniX will be able to clean through this. Wow, good stimming, moving around the side, stutter step, picking off everything. SniX cleans up that army very nicely there with great stutter step micro. All that going down and now ahead economically as well. It's going to be a really difficult position for Rico to come back from. Long distance mining currently. Almost finished mining out this. Can't help but think those 7 Stalkers would have helped at least slightly in that engagement. There is a tipping point there where I think they actually might have done enough damage to make it a little bit more of an even exchange. Vikings left back here in the back. There's only 1 Colossus on the field though, so really if they didn't make it to the big engagement, which there are a ton of Vikings right now, so he might be transit. No, he's still building more Colossus. A lot of times you'll see like 1 push with Colossus, and then they'll transition into High Templar, and then they'll just build both as a Protoss player. So interesting to see that he's just sticking on Colossus, even though knowing that he didn't really thin out that Viking count very much. Vikings are at +1. Good Terran player keeps those air upgrades going, which SniX has done. And some good force fields there, trapping all those Marines. They're going to get eaten alive by those Zealots. But losing one of the... Oh wow, those Vikings. What were you guys doing? Losing one of those Colossus. Stim, picking off 1 extra there at the back. Stimming again. More reinforcements coming in. And new Vikings here on the field. They're going to take a little bit of Stalker fire, it looks like. Try and whittle down that Viking. Stutter stepping back. Vikings landing. Vikings actually do decent damage against Zealots. Really not too bad with 16 attack. And it looks like SniX is going for his classic, I'm just going to pick off all of your workers, and maybe the command center. Surprised he's not going for the Nexus. There he goes. Focusing it down. That's really going to keep him ahead economically. What it does is, even though he may not be able to directly engage this army and win, though he's getting out of position, Rico needs to be really careful. SniX can just stim down that ramp and get a good flank on those Colossus. But moving back into position, Rico now being attacked on 2 sides. Right there, those 2 Marauders focus down that Colossus. Is now going to be a little bit of a difficult position, and it looks like Rico is going to fall in this game number 2. With that expansion down, there's just no way he can keep up economically, and SniX is going to roll up into this base and finish him off, it looks like. Lots of damage going out. Forge is going down. GG, well played. Heart. Very nice. Great manners. SniX saying GG. So game number 2 goes to University of Houston, tying up the series 1-1.